The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffaloes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Kansas State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Right on the money. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Irvin. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Makes the catch, it's Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Fires to the middle. And they're not on the same page there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Salter. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayden. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder, a big ass to replace him. But man, has Chris Kleiman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job, and this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now with their quarterback being solidified, take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he makes wow plays when you watch film. He does things that absolutely blow your mind, and if he can play at a consistent level and this offense can have balance, then there's no question the sky's the limit for Kansas State.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. He'll keep it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Give to the big fullback. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in, sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's caught. It's Miller. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Salter. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Oakland. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. And some room to work. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Salter. Got it behind the line, it's Welch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smalls. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
The one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Bradley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Johnson looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Grab behind the line. It's Hayden, and this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. He's in open space downfield. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now they'll run it on the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Now on the move. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with third and 2. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Dropping back, it's Salter. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to throw deep right side. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, give on the inside. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Salter. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time. He's loose. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offside, and this is going to be a 1st down.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Johnson looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After a big gainer on that 1st play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dad. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. Looking for room, it's Irvin. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shoots it to the left. The quick out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21 to the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Johnson looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here on third down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. Gets it past the marker. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We'll get it started here in overtime. On the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll pull it on the read. Not enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. No problem at all as he knocks it through and will go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This thing has been back and forth now, 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB in for 6.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
That keeps the score. Kansas State 29, Colorado 23.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on 1st down in overtime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Got his man on the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make a difference in winning or losing the ball.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.